This probably seems like a bit of an oddball for us, but the purpose of this BRZ TS rebuild is so that in the long term, I can use it to become a better road racer. Because I have little experience, the place to start is with something incredibly slow. And then Lee rebuilt his Boss Mustang for similar use. And I knew the first thing that I wanted to do was match these two up fresh off their rebuilds. Now obviously he's got a lot more power with the Mustang, so I have to hope that this car just being lightweight and well balanced is going to be able to make up the difference, and of course we have to actually be able to fix it first. Now the fender on this side is actually in pretty good condition. Definitely sellable, maybe reusable. This one is most definitely not. Fender bracket, definitely trash. Hood hinges, also trash. Driver headlight, I think, is obvious. But now we're starting to get a much more clear image of the extent of the damage. It looks like this crash bar did the majority of its job and absorbed a lot of the impact. The only other really heavily damaged areas is upper tie bar, which transitioned a lot of energy back into, I guess, what would be the headlight bucket right before it gets into the shock tower there. The crash bar is definitely shifted over towards the passenger side here. We can see a buckle, but it doesn't look like any of that energy made its way over into this area on the car. The radiator, AC condenser, and the upper tie bar are all shifted around. I don't think as a result of a direct impact. I think more so just all the movement here in the front end translated into bending these just completely out of shape. Well, pretty amazingly, for as twisted up as this is, it is holding coolant still. As suspected, this lower frame section looks completely untouched. And now that I'm looking at these side buckets a little bit more, I think these things are going to be incredibly easy to get off the car. A little more damage on this side. This teardown is almost comically easy. We've gotten to the point, though, of maybe the hard parts of it. We need to get this straightened out as best as possible to reattach that upper tie bar. And then the only light on the dash is an ABS light. The reason for that is because this unit took a direct impact. So we are going to have to verify the part number on the donor car, and then we'll go ahead and get that swapped out. Good as new. Now where's that donor car? Finally, I was able to source a BRZ with a good front end at salvage auction. This car will have absolutely everything that we need to go ahead and fix up the TS. Really, the only problem is the color of it, but I do think it's rather serendipitous that this car is red. This will make sense a little bit later. The majority of the frame structure is simply going to bolt back together with only a few spot welds that we need to take care of. And despite my mediocre repair skills, I'm very confident that the front end on this BRZ is going to have excellent panel alignment. Now, the last structural part that we need to bolt in place is our new used front impact bar. And if this goes on smoothly, I think it's going to be a great sign of things to come. The last even remotely complicated part of this rebuild is replacing the ABS unit. And the casting numbers on the top of these two are different, but the numbers on the brains of the ABS unit here are the same, which leads me to believe that these will be interchangeable and we'll be able to swap this out. The front bumper is really the first spot that we find some differences between the TS and the donor performance pack BRZ. The TSs normally come with these side grills here, which eliminates the fog light. Luckily, even the TSs come pre-wired for these. They're just taped up, and because this is going to see some street use along with the track use, I'm going to go ahead and plug the fog lights in. The front grille is another spot. It has this TS placard in it, and the grille itself is exactly the same. And luckily, that just unscrews and pops out because the one that is in the donor vehicle is in far better shape. So far, all of our panel gaps look pretty darn good. I'm really not seeing anything that will give you the indication that this car has been in an accident, but we are missing the biggest piece of the puzzle there, the hood. Because this is a race car, I think it's only fitting that it deserves a nice carbon fiber hood. A couple quick adjustments, and this thing didn't come out half bad. All of our gaps look pretty appropriate for an aftermarket carbon fiber hood. A little bit low here in the front. It's a little bit high here on the edges, but as far as width goes, we didn't come out half bad. Really, the only thing that we have left to do is go ahead and bleed the brakes. Then we'll get the wheels put back on, and we can take this thing for its first official drive.
Yeah, but it's okay. Thin. Yeah. Okay.
ABS light's going already. Didn't even need to like cycle or anything.
Professional mechanic.
You have a TPMS light. That'll probably go when we drive it.
Yep.
Hey, we nailed this the first try, Tim.
Not bad.
Torque the wheels, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're a regular race car driver.
Yeah.
You love this thing already, don't you?
The handle's really nice.
I'll make you a sweet deal. It's probably like $30,000 car.
How about 30 bucks?
It'll beat a Z06.
How about 30 bucks and a bag of French fries?
Well, it'll beat Eric's Z06.
Yeah.
So I embark on the TS's first test drive, all 100 horsepower of horrible sounding boxer engine. What could possibly go wrong here? Oh, this thing needs a clutch.